So all this craziness got started when I was offered to play in a lineup for a concert known as the DigiTour.
Which was just us singing songs. It was just kind of a concert thing.
As we were talking to the people involved with that, I was like, I'm very flattered you're asking me, but have you asked StarKid?
SPACEtour? What's a SPACEtour? I don't know what it is, do you?
It was kind of a bummer for me because I knew that I wouldn't really be able to be a part of it, although it was nice to know that they were playing my songs, so that was like the incarnation of me that was traveling around with them on tour, and I always say that songs are like having babies, so it was nice to know that my babies were being taken care of by some of my most trusted companions. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I would never give kids to any of the people from StarKid.
We got to Ann Arbor and it's fantastic. It's always great to come back to Ann Arbor.
We only had one day, which was kind of a bummer. I'm sure we could have spent an entire week there.
I'm embarrassed because I'm wearing like the same outfit I wore every day in college. So I want them to feel like I've changed and grown up, but like
you haven't at all.
I'm still wearing my toddler cut. My sweatpants are new, but they're really not different. And they also have this shrine to Darren Criss up in the faculty hallway, which is kind of funny now when you think about it. Because he was the one who like missed class all the time and was always sick and would come to class with like a blanket wrapped around himself and like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't memorize my stuff today because I'm so sick. But we all loved him. We loved Darren because he's so hot.
When I got home from work pretty late, the concert already happened, and because I'm 3 hours behind in California, I had the advantage of people who went to that first show having uploaded YouTube videos from the first show like almost immediately. So pretty much like other StarKid fans around the country, if not around the world, were doing, I myself watched everything I could, and I was getting so emotional because they were rock stars. They were rock stars.
Guys,
Okay.
Good show.
It happened.
Julia cried, yay!
So good morning, Boston. It's like 7:30 a.m. I've made it to the bus to meet the StarKid guys. It's very cool. I can't wait to start the day.
Hey yo, hey. I used to dream about it, but never schemed or counted on fantasies or wishes. Takes a man to see what he says.
I'm always amazed at his energy because he had been in San Francisco the day before, I think barely a day, doing Thanksgiving, and then like immediately came out and did Boston with us.
This is my first show with StarKid on the SPACEtour. Ever.
Yeah, it's almost our last show.
Yep. I always come.
We've got 5 shows left and Darren said, hey, I'll be there.
When I got there, I was so impressed because I've had just a little bit of experience of going on a tour. I'm not gonna say I'm like some seasoned veteran, but Julia, being a tour manager, who this is the first tour she's ever managed, that's like a hard job.
He actually came up to me in Boston, he goes, whoa, this is like a whole operation going on here. You guys have got this down. I think he was a little shocked, because I think he thought he was walking into like a total shit show, and it was only half a shit show.
I think all of us really couldn't help but really feel how special it was to have him performing with us and for all of us to be together on a stage again.
It was fun to put him in the show, and I think he especially got a kick out of it because it is something kind of crazy to have everyone on stage singing these songs that we sang in a tiny little studio theater in college, 3 years ago.
It was awesome having Darren perform. He was really talented, but what was actually the coolest part though was having him just there and just hanging out backstage, making stupid jokes.
We changed it so many times.
So many great ones like,
Who's that guy with my dad? Who is that guy with my dad?
Oh shit, my mom is my dad.
And I thought it was very nice that this was Thanksgiving weekend and I was with the people, some of the people I was most thankful for.
I know he's mega famous now, but it sort of felt like old times.
Because he still bossed us around in college, so it's the same now. It's just now he's got a couple extra people around him too.
It's a joy to see your friends, and Darren is one of our closest friends.
During their last show, their New York show, I had to take an airplane out during that show. I flew right back to LA so I could make my call time at work on a Monday morning.
Boys, I love you and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah?
And I'm really sad, but I have to get in a plane in about 20 minutes. It was Ferris Bueller's Crazy Weekend off with StarKid. And he made it back in time to be on Glee. Did I just compare myself to Ferris Bueller? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
I don't know, I live with the guy. I see him often. I see him every day. When he showed up, it was like, oh, Darren. See you in a week.
New York City is my favorite place on earth. It's like where my heart lives.
Everyone that was in New York came to the show.
My whole life is here. My neighbors, my family, my friends, my college friends, my home, high school, everybody.
I haven't seen most of those people since college.
And we're all in these totally different places in our lives than we were when we graduated, but yet we still all connect on the same levels.
And we were not even worrying about getting ready for the show. We were just holding each other and crying and holding our faces in each other's hands and saying, I'm so proud of you, you're so beautiful. And it was amazing.
Our last show was this like real StarKid extravaganza where we had Darren, the Gregory brothers, Dawn, you know, I guess that was it, but we really stretched it out.
So lest we forget the most important StarKids of all, and that's you guys.
You know, we call them fans, but they're just friends that we really haven't met yet.
You know, we're like a bunch of goof-arounds.
We're not U2, we're not like the Beatles. We are the dweebiest people that should never be on a rock tour.
No, you guys, we've been so lucky to have Darren back with us these past couple days. It's been amazing. Finally. We've been signing pictures of his face for the past 3 weeks, so it all makes sense now. No, but you guys, people often ask me, now that Darren's famous, is he different? Is he different now that he's a celebrity? And the answer is no, guys. He's still the same old Darren. Forever. Same old Darren. It's not like he rides a limo everywhere, everything. You know, it's like he rides his dragon every day still, so. His dragon's named Schlababoom, and he's been following the tour buses with Darren on his back, so. And he still farts hope, which is nice. It's nice to get some hope in the air. And he still poops puppies. But he won't let us play with them. We're like, Darren, please, they're so cute. And he says, no, that's our poop, so I gotta flush it. It's really too bad. My favorite thing about Darren is that when he lifts his shirt, yeah. When you press in his six-pack like little buttons, a little present comes out of his belly button. So magical. No, but seriously, you guys, we are lucky to have him, and especially we are lucky to have you guys here, because... All right. How many of you guys are Darren Criss fans? Yeah, Darren's famous now. Real famous. It's weird. It's weird for me. You know... Yeah. Ever since Darren got famous, it's like somehow I'm letting my family know. It's like every time I go home, my mom's like, so why aren't you on Glee? Meredith? Darren's on Glee? Why aren't you on Glee? I'm like, yeah, Mom, you know, I really should. I should just be on Glee. But maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Right, real quick. It's like my mom's obsessed with Darren, you know, she like cuts out all these articles out of newspapers, and, like every magazine. She puts them all in this box and waits for me to come home. She's like, what have you been up to? Oh, just working? Singing in your little band? Cool. Let's see what Darren's been up to. Like my whole family, extended family, everybody, even the kids I nanny for, are obsessed with Darren. It's like when he was on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, Sebastian, he's a 6-year-old boy, cradled the magazine in his arms as he slept. And like now when I try to nanny them, I'll be like, Sebastian, stop trying to play with that open flame. And they'll be like, you know what, Meredith? Why don't you get on Glee and then you can tell me what to do. It's like before Darren got famous though, my mom, she didn't give a shit about Darren. It's like we had him over for dinner once with him and my parents. And it was super fun, you know, he was like so charming and like complimenting the food, and he even played our piano and sang songs with my dad, and it was really cute. And my mom wasn't having any of it. She was like, no, because she hates guys, she hates men. Because she thinks that all men that hang out with me are actually like scheming to take me away in like a dirty car across the country and like make me live in a shack and like dress up as a kitty or something. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Mr. Bingley from Pride and Prejudice. Like, oh, this is StarKid, yes. I'm an honorable man of good faith. But as soon as we get in that car, I don't want to hear you say another word unless it's kitty sounds. You understand me? So that's what my mom thinks Darren is about to do. So she's sitting there at dinner, just kind of like going to her little zone, acting like he's a T-Rex. If she just sits really still, maybe he'll go. And Darren's doing his thing, you know, oh, Miss Step in. Oh, this food is so good. It's like God is reaching his hand out and showing down my throat. Your mustache is just like out of this world, man. It's like, if I could have a mustache like that, I'd be a real man. I want to be just like you, Mr. Step. My mom's just like. And then the night ended and we left. The next day I was like, Mom, what'd you think of Darren? And she's like, who? Like, Darren, he was here last night. Remember, he played piano with Dad. He borrowed Dad's movies. He was really nice. And she's like, you just have so many boys that come along here and do that, you know, it's hard to keep track of them all. Like, yeah, Mom, I got a line of boys sitting outside the house. Get in there, one at a time, boys. Tinkle those piano keys. Come on, borrow Dad's movies. That's what y'all gotta do. One at a time. But now that he's famous, it's like everything has changed. The story has completely changed. She's like, I will never forget. And Darren Criss and how charming he was sitting at our dinner table. He was so nice, and he was so into Meredith, and she wasn't having any of it. Now the story's gotten even worse. Now it's like, and he proposed to her right there at the dinner table, and she turned him down because she's a failure. She turned down that part on Glee too. She only likes bones with a pity. That is.